Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome to a Microsoft Flight Sim video. It's been a while since I've done any videos, but I recently got a notification on Twitter saying it has been 5 years since I started the Chillainous channel, and there's just been a lot of things going on. When we're up in the air, we'll talk about a little bit. But before we get up in the air, I just want to say that we are flying out of Mount Gambier in South Australia's southeast. We'll be flying then up to Adelaide, arriving runway 05. This should be roughly a 50-minute flight for me, but I'll probably do a little bit of editing and stuff so that it becomes a bit more palatable for all of you. Right, let's start turning on the plane. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is check the parking brake is on, which it was. Let's toggle that yoke back on, make sure that it's all working. It is. Right, I'm now going to remove the yoke and we're going to turn on the battery. We're going to turn on the avionics. Going to turn on the standby attitude display, which is this tiny screen here. And then we're going to turn on the emergency lights because it has a bit of an issue with that. After that, we're going to have a look over here. You can see that it says that we have the parking brake on and the pitot static cold left-right standby. So we're going to turn on the pitot heat. And now that the plane is on, I'm going to turn on the beacon. I don't know which lights to turn on. Maybe I'll learn something if anyone ever sees this. We do need to initialize our position first though. So for that, we want to go to the index, position initialize, I think that is. And then we'll hit that soft key there. I think that's R4 and it will show where it is. There is a bit of a weird thing though. I don't know how to remove discontinuity. It says that we go direct to Mount Gambier Sierra Alpha, and then has this discontinuity, which is it's just in the way. I don't know how to remove it or anything like that. So I can't select it and I can't remove it, so that's a thing. Right, we are going to now tune Melbourne Centre on 125.3. We're going to get our clearance for IFR.
Melbourne Centre, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra IFR to Adelaide, ready to copy.
And we'll get ready to adjust our altitude.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Adelaide Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.3 squawk 012 tree. Clearance point 30 minutes from now.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared to Adelaide Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure is 125.3 squawk 012 tree. Clearance void 30 minutes from now.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra readback is correct. Good day.
I find that I find that very interesting because we got squawk 0123. Alright, we're going to get the engine started up now. I'm going to remove those covers now. There we go. So essentially, once your N2 gets to 20 to 25% here, you can hit the run button on the left. And then once that gets up to about 50 to 55, well, it's somewhere between 50 and 60, you can then hit the next one. Right. With all of that done, I don't think I need to put on many of the lights here, but I am going to do this for a little bit of clarity on my end. In COM 2, we are going to tune 122.9. Okay, so we're not going to use that one until we need to taxi. So let's have a look here. N2 is settled around 54. That is exactly what you want. So with that, I can now start the right engine. We're doing a very early morning flight. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. We're using full live settings here, live players, live weather, live traffic, everything. We go, our N2 is, it looks like it's going to settle somewhere around 24 again. I think we're good and we can hit run on that now. So when we get to Mary Tango Golf Sierra Alpha, we'll have to re-enable a direct to whatever the next leg was. Echo Lima, I want to say that's Roger, but it's not, it's Romeo. While editing this, I've noticed that I'm switching between two phonetic alphabets, so that's my bad. I'll pick one and stick with it in the future. Alright, we are now 54.1 N2 on both. I think we want to adjust our autopilot, sure. Can you tell it's been a while? Our autopilot to LNAV 1. And then I also want to set a vertical speed of 2,000 feet. Otherwise, we're never going to hit the top. And we still might not hit the top because I did not set a cruise height where we would make it. One time I would like to punch in a full flight plan into the box here. I sort of learnt how to a little bit, but I haven't played around with it a whole lot. I'm still learning a lot of these things. Right, let's announce a taxi to runway 18.
Yankee Mike Tango Golf Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway 18.
Since I don't think we have to do taxi IFR clearance at this particular airfield. So this is the Mount Gambier airfield. It's a very, very small one. It's a nice one to fly out of too, and pretty good to fly into. It's a nice easy one to fly into. It's a great one for flying small planes over, doing a loop around town, which is just down there a little bit more, and it's just an overall very nice airfield. Alright, with that, I don't think we'll be asking for a pushback. We would like them to move out of the way, but since they are essentially invisible to us, I'm going to boot up the plane just a tiny bit, reset our view here, wait until those values go up. I'm looking at these ones here, right here on N1. Then we're going to release the parking brake and slowly roll forward. This is one of the planes where you don't have to use the rudder to steer. The steering is more than capable. Oh, we weren't meant to go that other way, I guess. We were meant to be pushed back. And a lot of the textures are freaking out. The problem is there's no active tower in Yankee Mike Tango Golf. It is... So it's very hard to get a pushback where you can ask them to push you left and right. There used to be a way to do this by moving your rudder left and right, but I think it's been taken out of the game since. That being said, there's also been a lot of performance upgrades since I didn't turn on my taxi lights. I think I'm meant to turn on all of them actually. So we'll turn on our taxi lights. We will stop right here on the line. Turn on our parking brake again. Now, I don't know if we announce our takeoff here or here, but I'm going to announce it here. We are going to just depart straight out because that is
Yankee
what we
Mike
will
Tango
be doing.
Golf Traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taking off runway 18, departing straight out.
Even though I'm not sure because we are departing south. I don't know if we are departing north because we will be making a turn around to the north. I'm also going to turn on the logo lights and I'm going to turn on the landing lights now, even though we are still technically taxiing. We are about to go flying off. Set my flaps to their first setting. I believe it's 15 degrees. Make sure that all their passengers have their seatbelts on. They'll probably have them on for the duration of the whole flight. And here we go. We are lining up and we are going to be taking off runway 18 from Mount Gambier Airport on our way to Adelaide. give it all she's got. When you're taking off in this thing, you also have to come back off the throttle very quickly. You can overspeed very easily in this jet. And rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I'm pretty sure it's saying landing gear because I'm pulling it up. We are now going to turn on the autopilot and yaw damper. And now contact Melbourne Centre.
Melbourne Centre Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is passing 600 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Melbourne Center altimeter tree 0.29er. Continue to Ymtg-Ypad as planned.
There we go, set that barometer. And here we go, we are flying over. Like I said, this is a nice little town. It's a nice one to fly around and practice your landing. You can also follow one of the roads that goes right through in between the two craters in front of you. You can follow that right down to the beach and then come back as well. It's a really, really nice flight. As I said, great for learners. Okay. With everything sorted, it appears everything is going... Oh, we are wanting to go at least cruise speed while we are so low. Otherwise you begin to overspeed. What a great view. You see lots of places I had memories growing up. It's fantastic. Alright. Everything is should be set. Let's actually set this to climb. And then adjust accordingly as needed. So when we get to Mike Tango Golf.
Sierra contact Melbourne Center on 123.9er. Good day.
Right, real quick.
123.9er for Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
123.9 on COM1. Contact Melbourne Centre.
Melbourne Centre Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is at 4,900 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Melbourne Centre altimeter tree 0.29er. Continue to Ymtg-Ypad as planned.
As I said, once we get to Mike Tango Golf Sierra Alpha, we will have to re-enable...
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Right, climb and maintain
Climb and
16,000.
16,000 feet Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Let's set that vertical speed to 2,000. There it is, complaining that we are going over the speed threshold, as I predicted. It was just as we were evening out that it decided to do that. Real quick, while we're here, we'll have a look around.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Melbourne Centre on 125.3. Good day.
We're being told to go back to our other one, to our other frequency. Luckily, it's in our recall here.
125.3 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
As you can see here, it says flight plan discontinuity.
Melbourne Centre Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is at 7,400 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Melbourne Center altimeter tree 0.29er. Continue to Ymtg-Ypad as planned.
So what we're going to do while we're here, we're going to go to the flight plan legs. We're going to go to, what is it? I think you press LROX. And, oh wait, no. You go direct to, and then you press LROX. And there we go. Now, even though it said there was a discontinuity, it will then put us all the way through to Elrox, which is a beautifully long flight from here. Oh, I was going to say my sky looked very weird there, but then I realized I was going through the clouds. So yeah, 5 years of Chillainous. In the past, I have uploaded Euro Truck videos, both single player and multiplayer, including the multiplayer mod, because the multiplayer wasn't a thing when I had started playing multiplayer with my friends. So we originally played on that. All those videos are now privated. And then life keeps... I get down on myself very easily. So life, to me, keeps getting in the way. This actually isn't even my only YouTube channel. The time that I started Chillainous, I was live streaming a lot. But there were rumors that things were going to kind of break down, so I gave myself an out and I created Chillainous. I didn't want to continue on with my current branding, and I knew that I wanted Chillainous to be a very relaxing simulation channel. I don't really know where this is going at the moment. I'm just hoping that the radio interrupts and says Cessna climbed to like 25,000 or something, or 30,000. Yeah, so 5 years of Chillainous, and it made me realize that I haven't really done a whole lot with the channel. It's not exactly hard content to make, and originally the videos I was going to make were quiet. It would be background noise. So I used to talk with my friends in Discord or whatever, and I've got my OBS set up
Altitude.
and have done it in such a way for such a long time where I can split all the audio channels where certain ones can hear it and certain ones cannot. And I multi-track record everything. So I could talk with my friends and talk a bunch of random garbage and still have the video ideas that... Yes, sir. Climb and maintain 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Set that up before we start overspeeding once more. Where are we at? 2,000? Cool. So it didn't interrupt the whole vision I had for Chillainous either, which I thought was fantastic. But now those friends are out of my life. I still talk to one of them maybe on occasion, but the whole love of wanting to do multiplayer simulation and stuff is very far gone, and I don't have enough going on in my life to do solo commentary, which is why I wanted to do silent videos. And plus, people like falling to sleep to videos. I'm one of those sorts of people that can put on, I don't even really know, can put on anything and fall to sleep to it. So I can't put on rain sounds or white noise. It'll keep me awake. If I have a YouTuber screaming in my ear, I can fall to sleep, but that's not the same of everyone. So I knew that for the most part, playing games where it's white noisy, so obviously I gravitated towards trucking simulators and obviously flight sims. There is a lot of white noise going on right now as we are making our way up to 24,000 feet. I wonder if there's a way to turn off I'm pretty sure there's like a fan or something that you can turn off and it makes it a little quieter at least. No, it is just very loud in my ears. Right, I think we're good to swap over to barometer to 9.902. If not, we will be by the time we're at 24,000 feet. So yeah, I didn't really want to give up that sort of view for the channel, so I worked hard to make it a thing where I could do all the audio, and that's what I did. I might introduce the videos and say thank you for watching in the old videos, but that was about it. That was as far as I got. Everything else in between, it would be very uncut, start to finish. Might talk a little bit about in trucking the load that I'm taking as we make our way to the depots and stuff, and then that's where it would stop. Then the whole trip would just be silent white noise, maybe a little bit of volume fluctuation as I get the thumbnails, but that was it. There we go, we're sitting at within the 1,000 feet. And now I've decided that I do want to continue doing this. Videos may not come out very often, but right now I am playing the heck out of Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm falling in love with it again, and I'm really enjoying it. Do I need to set the barometer back to... Yeah, I do need to set it back to what it was. Wait, isn't that 29.902? It is. What? Right, we'll climb and maintain 350.
350 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
The problem with this plane is that it does actually take a real hot second compared to some of the other planes to get to the altitude you would like. There we go, 2,000. So yeah, while I may not post videos regularly on this channel, I would like to post them at least a little bit as I'm getting older. I'd like to push it out there. If there's even one person that says, I want to do this as well, I want to encourage them to do their thing. It's a highly competitive market. I've been doing content for my first YouTube video ever was released in 2008, but I've been doing video game content since about 2012, so it's been a long time, and it's gotten more and more competitive. But if one person says, this guy is doing what he wants to do, I can do the same, I'm happy. Are we at full? No, we're not quite at full climb. Let's get full climb here. Even though, as I mentioned, we won't get to our maximum flight here. Like the however many feet in the air. So with that, I just want to say thank you for listening to me waffle as we are on this flight. We're already a good amount of the way to Adelaide. How long has it been? Half an hour. My landing may be a little rough, but we'll see. We're cruising, I believe we're cruising along the Coorong very shortly. If we aren't already, let's load up the VFR map and have a look. Yes, so the Coorong is this area here in South Australia. They're very beautiful to go by, does not smell very nice. It's a nice day for flying out here in South Australia. It's a little bit cold, but overall, it's doing well. Back to my earlier point, I do want to say that I will be uploading videos irregularly, which I know is bad for the algorithm on YouTube. You want to be uploading consistently to get anywhere with it. There are special edge cases to this certain channels can get away with uploading very irregularly, such as the slow-mo guys. They uploaded very irregularly but became very successful just because what they do, not everyone can do, and is a niche. And it's a niche because everyone likes watching something in slow motion, right? And the way they do it, they talk about something fascinating that goes along with what they're demonstrating. I don't know enough about planes to talk about how good the Citation CJ4 is. Or CJX. I don't know how it's labeled in this game, but it is labeled as one of them. I believe it's the CJ4. There we go. There's the Kurong right down there. That there is probably going to be the thumbnail for this video. So if you see it and you've gotten this far, don't forget to say something like, "The sun isn't in my eyes," or something. Yeah, let's go with that. Say, "The sun isn't in my eyes" if you made it this far into the video. Let's have a look here. So we are going to adjust the range here. I want to adjust it to, let's go 50. Yeah, so this is the whole Kurong along here into Lake Alexandrina. I believe that's the name of it. At which point we'll be 2/3 of the way to Adelaide, essentially. As I said, it is a very short flight. Could save you some of the hurt now. We've been going for roughly a half hour. Let's get into the drone, try and get some nice shots as we fly across beautiful South Australia, and I will see you as we are coming in for our final approach. Also, if you haven't and you do like this content, don't forget to like it and subscribe. Thank you very much. At this point, we had started to make our descent down to flight level 260, or 26,000 feet.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
We are going to continue descending at 2,000 feet. Welcome back, by the way. We're going to continue descending at 2,000 feet because we are coming up on L rocks quite quickly. And plus that is going to get us very close to our glide slope as well. So we'll be coming into Adelaide very, very shortly. So we are descending at 6,000 feet as we get up to our approach. I believe L rocks for this particular flight was the point where our arrival starts. Hopefully 2,000 feet is fast enough for them. Let's have a look here. Is it going into discontinuity? No, it is doing quite well. Okay. I've had other instances where discontinuity happens around this point here, around the approach, as well as the beginning of the flight. It's Adelaide right in front of us. Well, not quite. but it will be very shortly, and you won't be able to see it because of the amount of cloud cover. The cloud cover does appear to be somewhat thin. We won't be stuck in it for very long, and you should be able to see Adelaide City as we are approaching from, let's have a look here. Not, is it Rudy? Yeah, it is Rudy. You should be able to see it from around there.
Golf Sierra contact Adelaide approach on 128.6. Good day.
Good day to you too, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra Adelaide approach on 128.6.
128.6 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Let's get it on the comms and let's contact them.
Adelaide approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is at 10,400 feet, descending 6,000 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Adelaide approach altimeter 30.37. Continue to TRUB as planned.
There we go. There's our barometer set as we start coming in. Adelaide, every major city in Australia except for the Australian Capital Territory is on the ocean. So no matter which Australian capital city you visit, you will get ocean views. Adelaide Airport is right on the ocean as well. Actually, I think Melbourne isn't. Melbourne's inland a little bit. Sydney is right on the water. I'm unsure about Brisbane. I know Sydney has an inland airport as well. I'm pretty sure Brisbane is a little in. I don't particularly want to be thinking about Brisbane right now. Oh, there we go. There is our overspeed. I've dropped all. I need to take a note. Where did that start? At 8,000 feet. I apologize for the loud beeping in your ear. That was obviously not my intention to do that.
Altitude.
Here we go. As we are coming down to the 6,000 feet, you can start to see, well, a little bit of nothing still. The sun is bouncing quite harshly off the water, and we don't have any sunshades. Not in this plane, anyway. Right, now that we are losing speed, bring the speed back up to about half, and we'll see how that goes. We don't need to come in particularly fast at this point. Just need to make sure that as we are coming in, I had trouble last time I came in with the pitch trim. It was constantly forcing the nose of my plane upwards when it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I did want it to go upwards, obviously, but not quite as harsh as it was. Looks like the pitch trim is maybe a little higher. We have slowed down quite a lot though, so...
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra descend and maintain 1,500 feet.
Sure.
Descend and maintain 1,500 feet, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, wrong way. We're getting pretty close to Adelaide City. What does this one here say? 12.5 nautical miles. It is nautical miles, right? It's been so long since I've talked any of the talk, I've just forgotten a little bit about it. I'm now keeping a very keen eye on the speedometer here as well. Even though I'm pretty sure that's not what it would be called in a plane. I'm keeping a very close eye on it. This one here, I noticed it started creeping upwards quite a bit. I wonder if we can set our approach mode on when we are getting closer. I didn't set it up. This is it's an, was it HANAV? Is it visual? Gosh, I don't remember. I think if it is RNAV, I think we'll be okay. And we should be able to use some sort of assisted landing. I don't really need it too much, but for this first one...
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are 12 miles southwest. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect RNAV Yankee runway 05 approach via Tumdi transition. Clear to Tumdi.
Right.
Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect RNAV Yankee runway 05 approach via Tumdi transition. Clear to Tumdi Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
So, when we get to 1500, the plane is going to start slowing down immense... Oh my lord. Look at that. It's... All it is a sea of clouds. Wow, maybe it is a good thing that I decided I wanted...
X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are 10 miles southwest of Adelaide. Contact Adelaide Tower on 120.5 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 120.5 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, let's contact them.
Adelaide Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 9 miles southwest inbound RNAV Yankee runway
Oh, this
05
is horrible flying conditions.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Adelaide Tower. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 61062 at 4. Cleared RNAV Yankee runway 05 approach.
Thank you. Yeah, this is awful visibility. I was expecting something a little bit nicer. This is
Cessna
a...
X-Ray Golf Sierra 1062 at 4. Clear to land runway 05.
Thank you, sir.
Cleared to land runway 05 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, let's turn on approach mode and let's see what happens. So we don't want to go above 180, I believe they said. Let's have a look here. Oh, 185. So we'll just cruise in at about 170. You don't have to go super fast into this one here. It looks like we are locked onto the glide slope. I'm going to start slowing down a little more. We're at 1000. I will start... I will start... Is it retracting? No, it's not retracting. The landing gear. We'll start getting that ready. And now I'm going to turn on the flaps as well. It doesn't say what the visibility is outside, but this is awful. My game is lagging quite heavily because of it. Oh my... Okay, I can see the runway now. I would like to disconnect the autopilot right here at the end. Give it a little more as we come into land here. I am much too low. I might be fighting some sort of wind here. I wasn't paying attention to which way the wind was going. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to ignore that.
Adelaide Tower velocity 1447 ready for IFR departure runway 23.
And this is a horrible landing. I am fighting some heavy winds. I'm just going to ignore their go around because the go around will just add unnecessary time. Oh my lord. This is the worst landing I think I've ever had. I'm definitely not proud of that one. I'm going to tune Adelaide ground on this one. And we're going to do taxi to parking, which will be somewhere over here.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to parking.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo 1 Alpha for Alpha Tree Alpha 2 Juliet 1. Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra hold position caution other traffic.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo 1 Alpha 4 Alpha Tree Alpha
Yeah,
2
I'm not-
Juliet 1 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I am not proud of having to land that, but I didn't want this to go extraordinarily long either.
Adelaide ground Qantas 736.
What's the point of playing a
Ready to
simulation
taxi
if you're
IFR.
going to ignore the rules?
Qantas 736 taxi to and hold short of runway 23 using taxiway
That is
Tango 2
very
Lima
loud
Delta
in my
6 Bravo 2.
ears.
Contact tower on 120.5.
Honestly, I don't want to prolong this video. It's already prolonged having to wait. It said to wait. Did it mean back here though?
Taxi to and hold short runway 23 using taxiway Tango 2 Lima Alpha 6 Bravo 2 Qantas 736.
Ah,
Rex 4353 hold position caution the Cessna C25C on the taxiway.
I'm glad that's not me. Wait, is it?
Qantas 736 hold
4353?
position caution other traffic.
It might be me.
Rex 4353 continue taxi.
Oops.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra continue taxi.
Well,
Roger, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I dropped the ball a little bit on the
Hold
landing,
position Qantas 736.
but still, if you did
Roger,
like
Rex 4353.
if you did like how everything did play out in this video, once again, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe if you do want to see more. I promise I'll do better next time. Maybe even if it asks me to go around, I will go around. I just think it adds on too much time. I think we were originally queued up to land runway 05, but it looks like runway 23 is the runway in use currently, which is a little bit unfortunate for me. Honestly, I don't mind coming in on runway 23 either. It's a very nice, easy fly in, and you drop to below cloud level. I don't know if the clouds are just really low or what, but you usually drop below cloud level a lot sooner coming in runway 23 because you're flying over the city. I mean, I think that's why I like it more. Flying over Adelaide City, bring you back, again, more memories. I'm a person who's very attached to memories. I guess that's why I felt a bit sentimental and wanted to make Chillainous videos, because seeing the notification that Chillainous was 5 years old today, well, not today, it was about a week ago now. But yeah, just, it made me feel a little sentimental. We are coming in at a very nice speed. There we go. Beautiful. Sorry, passengers, about your everything. Please make sure nothing is broken in the overhead. Is there overhead in this plane? There is no overhead. It's all carry-on. Well, sorry for making you spill your drinks and everything. That is my apologies. I'm sure that if you tell them that you flew Air Chillainous, they will gladly give you a $5 coffee voucher. With that, we are going to turn off the plane. For that, I'm going to turn off the avionics. I'm going to turn off the attitude. I'm going to turn off the emergency light. I forgot to turn on my taxi light. I'm going to turn off all these lights here. Going to turn off the battery. And then finally, we are going to... I don't think this is the way you're supposed to stop the engine, by the way. But the moment we turn off those engines, you can see here the total time of flight was 48 minutes and 29 seconds. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. It has been... Oh my. Drone cam, what are you doing? I've really enjoyed just flying here with you, and I hope you have also enjoyed it. Sorry for rambling on so much in the beginning. As I said, as I get older, I'm realizing just how much I want to do these sorts of things. But yeah, videos will be infrequent, but they will be around. So if you do like this content, once again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do a better landing job next time. Until that next time, take care of yourselves. This has been Chillainous. I'll see you later. Take care. Ciao.